But this is literally giving me a Virgin River vibe.
We go off fumes, vibes, life, and Jesus. That's what we do in motherhood.
I love this book so much.
Just have some good time, y'all. Don't judge my outfit. After 12:30, I am on page 241. I am 59% into Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. And when I tell y'all, I am loving this book so much. It is so freaking cute. It's hilarious. I just love the dynamic. I love Daniel. I love Alexis. And the only thing is, I just wish Alexis will stand her ground more, a little bit more towards her parents. But I feel like she's going to get there. But so far, so good. I love this book. I love this book to the point where I didn't even shoot an intro to this vlog or anything yet. I literally just made my kids breakfast and I had to run up here while they are downstairs. Actually, let me close the door. Hold on. I just ran up here while they are eating breakfast. My bed is not made or anything. And I threw on my husband's robe to tell y'all that I love this book so much. I am coming to y'all live, crusty and dusty. But look, now my husband's calling. So we'll pick back up in a second. Hey friends, welcome back to the vlog. So I never got to revisit the camera from earlier for when my husband called. I was talking to y'all about Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez and obsessed. I am so mad I have not read this book sooner. I'm obsessed. I am simply obsessed. I'm not even done with the book yet. I'm about 80% in. And when I tell you everything about this book, everything is giving me all of the feels. Literally all of the feels. First of all, I am obsessed with all of the characters. Alexis, Daniel, Bree, the whole town of Wakan. All of them. I hope that's how you pronounce the name. Forgive me if I'm butchering the small town name. Obsessed. I'm just having such a good time with this book. First of all, the pacing of the book. Everything about the book is so realistic. The way she sets the scene, the way that she just develops each character, the way that she introduces the character, the way that she literally even started off the book. Let me just read the first sentence. Like, she immediately hooks you. It says, moths fluttered in my headlights over the long grass of the ditch. I was still clutching the wheel, my heart pounding. I swerved to miss a raccoon in the fog and careened into a shallow embankment on the side of the road. I was okay, shaken, but okay. It's already like, what's going on? It's like a raccoon is definitely, I know she's somewhere in a small town, somewhere she is not supposed to be, baby. This book is so good. Now that I'm so deep into the book, I understand like what this cover means, and it's beautiful. It is amazing. It is so genius. Whoever does the cover artwork for Abby Jimenez, they nailed this book. Like city girl, small town, good boy, and I'm just... Alexis is such a delight. And what I can say is I love, because this is an age gap romance, and Alexis is almost 10 years older than Daniel. Alexis is 37 and Daniel is 28, right? And first of all, the way that she wrote these characters, she literally wrote them as their age. Alexis is acting exactly like her age. She's acting like a mature 37-year-old woman. The way that she thinks, the way that she is already so established in her career, in her life, and in how so sure she is of herself. And then you have Daniel that's 28, that is still, he's old enough, he's mature enough, like he has his career, he knows what he wants, but he still has his whole life ahead of him, to where he's still figuring some things out. And the way that she just wrote them, it just works. It works. I'm telling you, it works. She wrote a true 37-year-old woman, and she wrote a true 28-year-old man, and they mesh. They mesh. Like, I have never read an age gap romance where the woman was older than the man and it flowed. You get what I'm saying? Like, I hope that makes sense, but it flows. Like, oh my God, I put in Sunday's video, which you all should have seen by now, that this book is reminding me of the Netflix show Virgin River. Now, granted, I ain't seen Virgin River, I think, since like the 2nd season. They are seasons deep in now, and I don't even think I watched all of season 2, and it's been years since I watched it. But this is literally giving me a Virgin River vibes. Like, Alexis is a doctor, and she is a city girl. She came from this very wealthy lifestyle where they want it for nothing. Like, her whole family is full of doctors. Her family is rich, very wealthy. And then Daniel comes from this small town called Wakan, and they're okay with the mundane and smaller things. Like, they're not rich. They're low-key, I don't want to say they're poor, but they're poor. Like, compared to Alexis' lifestyle, they're poor, but they make it work. They have fun together. They have like no McDonald's. Their closest Walmart is like 45 minutes down the road. They have farms and pigs and dragonflies and just all kinds of skunks, and they just live in this very small town. They have like this one bar that the whole community goes in. I think they said they only have around 360-ish people that live in the town of Wakan, to where they have like a self-appointed mayor. A self-appointed mayor, and I won't say who that is because you're going to find out. But everything about this book, like, everybody knows everybody. Like, and it's a very like high attracted tourist spot, so they're closed the whole year unless it's like that tourist season, and that's when like all the shops open. But when tourist season is over, like, everything is closed. I love this book so much. The story development, the character development, I'm just getting all the feels. Like, when I tell y'all, it literally feels like I'm watching a movie. It literally feels like I am watching a movie. Yes, for sure. So I'm obsessed. I came on here to say I'm obsessed. I am actually reading it on my Kindle, because I did have every intention of reading my physical copy, but I was so pressed to go ahead and start it. I had started it at work on Friday, which was yesterday, and I couldn't wait. So I had my Kindle. I didn't have the book, so I bought it on my Kindle. I am on page 324. I am 80% in, and just for kicks and giggles, I just want to see if page 324 actually matches my Kindle, and I doubt it, but let's see. So it's not quite matching up, but this is like how much I got left in the book. I'm only like 2 pages behind, I think, on my Kindle. So this is 324, and where I'm at is not even far at all. So I only have this much left, and I'm just like, I'm about to go ahead and finish it. My youngest baby is napping right now. My oldest is like, mommy, like, I want some popcorn. My kids love popcorn like me, so I'm about to get her situated. And I think I'm gonna shoot a quick reel, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish this book up. I'm gonna let y'all know what I think, and yeah, I'll see y'all soon.
You don't care what you're doing to me. I've been down in the ruins so deep. All the games that you played, all the love you forsaken.
Do y'all want to know what's so unfortunate? And I am so happy. I'm so happy I looked at my footage right after I recorded it. I just recorded maybe this whole 3, 4, 5 minute talk with y'all, and it was in slow motion. That has never happened to me before. So it was in slow motion, so I'm going to try to remember what I said and repeat myself because I'm getting real close to work. And I want to change the exposure, but I don't have time for that right now. Anyways, like I was saying, I said I hope your Mother's Day was going good. I hope your Mother's Day went great. I hope it was everything that you wanted it to be, because Lord knows mothers do not get nearly enough rest as we need. We go off of fumes, honey. We go off fumes, vibes, life, and Jesus. That's what we do in motherhood. Sometimes we rock motherhood, sometimes motherhood rocks us, but either way it goes, we rock it. But mine's went really good. Here's a necklace that my kids got me, along with a card my kids / my parents got me for Mother's Day. It was so funny when my mom and aunt came and brought me my gift. My mom was like, your kids got you this. And I was like, Samia and Ava, y'all got me this for Mother's Day? And Samia was like, yeah. She like, we sure did. I don't know what's in that bag, mommy, but yes, I got it for you. So it was the most funniest thing. So I hope your Mother's Day was great. My husband came home with flowers and balloons and my favorite candy. And inquiring minds wanted to know if I got my Marc Jacobs bag. Because remember, a couple vlogs ago when I grabbed the Steve Madden bag, I was like, I'm not getting the Marc Jacobs bag because I'm going to let my husband get it, because I wanted the Marc Jacobs tote bag. And I said I wanted it for Mother's Day. And yes, I got it. I don't physically have it now. He showed me the shipping. I should be getting it this week. Due to the shipping, it was not able to get here on Mother's Day, but I'll have it this week. And I can be patient because I'm still very much in love with my Steve Madden bag. And I ended up taking myself out on a date last night. I never do anything for myself hardly when it comes to like taking myself out or whatever. I always try to wait to see if me and my husband's schedules align, if we got a babysitter, this and that. But I was very impulsive last night, and I was like, I'm taking myself out. Y'all, I went out to a movie at 9 o'clock at night. You know your girl be in bed by 8:30. Well, I try to be. So I went to see The Kingdom of the Planet of Apes, and I absolutely loved that movie. It was so good. And I saw that last night. I had got me a good little drinky drink, some good food, a good movie with my blanket. Y'all, I was just vibing so hard. I was so relaxed. It was everything that I needed. Y'all, my favorite drink, alcoholic beverage, is strawberry frozen margarita with a sugar rim, baby. That is my jam. Literally, like, anywhere I go to get me a good drink, you can depend on me to know that I'm going to get me a frozen strawberry margarita with a little sugar rim. Please, you can even double shot my tequila in my drink if you want to, baby, because I don't discriminate when it comes down to my fruity drinks. But anyways, I'm getting real close to work, so let me hurry up. This is my video with the slow-mo. We are starting The Bride today. I am simultaneously recording 2 vlogs at one time. So we are starting the Bride today by Ali Hazelwood. I'm really nervous about that. Was debating if I was going to do a close friend spoiler reading vlog for that one, because it's just not as high demand as like The Housemate was in The Perfect Marriage. Now granted, the girlies have been waiting on me to read that book, and I'm just excited because I was supposed to read that last month. But I might keep it very vague on the stories. So we're going to be starting that today. I am picking my baby up early from school today because she has a doctor's appointment, my youngest baby. But her appointment isn't till 2, and I'm getting off like smack dead in the middle of her nap time. But the gag is, baby, there's a Barnes and Noble right by her school. So I'm going to let her take her nap at school for a good hour. I'm going to be in a bookstore doing my thing. And I'm excited because I never get to take my time in a bookstore, like, ever. So I'm going to be in the bookstore doing my thing. And then once it hit about an hour and some change, I'm going to grab her, scoop her up. We're going to go to the doctor's appointment. We are going to go home. And I might go to the nail salon to get my nails done, or I might just let my nails heal a little bit. I don't know. But I'm getting real close to work. Unfortunately, I couldn't remember everything that I said because my video was in slow-mo. But I'm going to chat with y'all a little bit later. See y'all soon. Hey friends, so I have left work. I changed of plans. So instead of me going straight to the bookstore, I am about to get some lunch with my husband. We're going to try this new ramen spot. Fun fact, I absolutely love me some ramen noodles, but I never went to like an actual ramen restaurant, and I have been craving it for days. So I was like, this is the new game plan. I'm going to go to this ramen spot that's literally right next to my baby's school, and then I'm going to pick up my baby and I'm going to take her to her appointment, and I'm going to drop her home, and then we're going to go to the bookstore. And I still have time because I don't think my husband is going anywhere this evening, so we'll still be able to have time to go in the bookstore. So that's that. I just wanted to check in with y'all. I will see y'all at the restaurant. I was like, if I was going by myself, then I would have just been reading and eating, but since my husband is going, we're just going to have a quick lunch together, and I'll let y'all see what the restaurant looks like. It'll be my first time there as well, and then yeah, that's the update. Many hours later. It's almost 5 o'clock. I have left work at 12. Then me and my husband, as you all saw, we went and got some ramen for the first time. 10 out of 10. I promise you, we will be back. But we both enjoyed ourselves so much. A lot of the times, me and my husband rarely go out together often as we would like we used to. Just because we have children, 2 small children at that, and trying to acquire a babysitter and all the things of that sort is a little bit more difficult than we intend. You know that we put much effort in, so we're trying to be more intentional about spending some more quality time together, because we both work so very hard and we both have so much on our plate as individuals for our family. So I had hit him up earlier, just like, hey, I got about an hour and some change, so I gotta take Ava to the doctor. I'm about to get some ramen. I want to get some ramen. You want to pull up? Bet. So I enjoyed my time with him. Now, and then we ended up getting Ava from daycare, and then once we got her from daycare, he picked up Samia from school. I took Ava to the doctor, and we were there for about an hour and some change, but it was her first time at that new pediatrician, and it will be Samia's first time going there in a couple of weeks, because we just had got something closer to our home, because both of their pediatricians was on each side of the world, and we no longer stay on those parts of the world. So that was Ava went ahead and had her appointment today, and then Samia will have hers in the upcoming weeks. Now we are on our way to the bookstore, y'all. I went home, dropped Ava off, got the kids, got them ready for dinner, well, got them eating. They're home with hubby. Now I am on my way to the bookstore, y'all. I'm looking real cozy and comfortable. I had to get out them clothes. I threw me on some leggings, I threw on my Crocs, I threw on my husband's hoodie, and we are on our way to the bookstore because I literally was like, I need to get out these clothes. I almost didn't make it because I'm like tired. I am so sleepy. I didn't get home from the movies last night till almost midnight, and then got up early for work and all that, so I'm just a little bit tired. But I need to go to the bookstore because I have been wanting to go all day. And granted, I could have went earlier during that small window, but I just wanted to eat some lunch, and I wanted to sit down and eat. Like, I didn't want to rush, so I'm like, it's no point of rushing. Like, I can easily just go to the bookstore once I get all my errands done. So I have no clue what we're going to get from the bookstore today. I'm going to look on my Goodreads, and I'm going to see like what books that I have had sitting on my shelf for a minute, or like on my TBR, that I need to go ahead and pick up the books for. I think I might get King of Wrath by Anna Huang. I really want to get into that series, so I might grab that book. I may also get what is the book called? Let me pull up my Goodreads. I think I also want to get hold on. That Geneva Rose book y'all have been telling me about, One of Us is Dead. I think I want to pick that one up. I don't even know if that is in Barnes. It might be. And this is maybe a few other books that I have on here. Definitely think I want to grab Razor Blades. Here is by S.A. Crosby. That has been highly recommended to me as well. I think I might go ahead and grab that one. I don't know. We'll see kind of how I feel and what I gravitate towards to once I get inside the bookstore. But the main reason why I grabbed the camera, y'all got completely sidetracked, was to talk about Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I finished that book. 5 out of 5 stars. To be quite honest with y'all, I really was highly thinking maybe 5.5 stars, but I'm gonna do 5 stars. That is officially my favorite small town romance book that I have ever read, and I definitely like that over Archer's Voice. Now don't get me wrong, don't kill me. Archer's Voice is still 5 stars for me, and they're 2 different books, but as far as this small town romance goes, Part of Your World definitely takes the #1 seat for me with that. Hold on, y'all know these people in Atlanta be driving crazy. Absolutely loved it. I made the longest review ever on my Goodreads to date with all the books I read. That was like the longest review I ever wrote, because it was just so good, and I felt like I could not do that book a disservice by not expressing how much I really enjoyed that book. And the fact that that was my first Abby Jimenez book that I've read, baby, I bumped her up to my top 5 favorite authors. So we have Kennedy Ryan, we have Sarah J. Maas, we have Rebecca Yarbrough. No. We have Kennedy Ryan, we have Lauren Asher. No, start over. We have Kennedy Ryan, we have Sarah J. Maas, we have Lauren Asher, we have Rebecca Yarbrough, Abby Jimenez. We still gotta read Taylor Jenkins Reid. We you know, my top 10 though includes like Frida McFadden, Geneva Rose, Allie Hazelwood. What other authors? I read a couple, but I just love those authors so much. But the way that Abby Jimenez wrote Part of Your World, like, she wrote that book so perfectly. When I tell you I had no complaints, I had absolutely 0 complaints. Like, I loved that book so much, and I'm excited to read yours truly. I'm a little bit nervous because Alex rated that book, yours truly, I think she rated a 3-star or a 3.5 star, because she was just very irritated by the miscommunication in that book. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I was saying, I made a turn. We're sitting at Barnes & Noble now, but like I was saying, I think she was saying like the miscommunication in yours truly like really just got on her nerves, and I can attest to that. Like, reading books or just talking to people in general who lacks basic communication skills, especially as adults, literally just grinds my gears. Like, it is the most irritating thing, but I'm excited to read it, especially because I was just so intrigued by Bree when they hinted at her and her love life, or lack thereof, in Part of Your World. And I actually said earlier in the vlog, I think earlier in the vlog, that I was hoping that yours truly would be about Bree. And at the end of Part of Your World, they said that it was. So I'm excited to read that. But we are about to go into Barnes & Noble with just vibes and just have some good time, y'all. Don't judge my outfit. Don't come for me. I put on these little leggings, this hoodie, my Crocs, and we are in here literally for just vibes and to spend money that we really shouldn't be spending. So yeah, let's go into Barnes. Let's have some fun. Let's take our time. It's only 5 o'clock. I may give us a good 30, 45, maybe an hour up in here, just depending on how I feel. And yeah, I'll see y'all in there.
Headlights on the highway. If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you. When the world is sleeping, do you think of me? With the road it's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know.
of the vlog. I wanted to end the vlog out with a quick book haul, but also wanted to give you all an update. I am actually in the middle of reading The Bride by Ali Hazelwood. My Kindle is upstairs, but I am about maybe 40-ish pages in. Here is the physical copy right here. So this is the book that I'm reading. Very excited to read this book, to be quite honest with you. I am actually enjoying it so far. It's still like building up. We're still trying to figure out what is going on. I'm still trying to get myself like completely immersed into the world, but I find myself really getting there. So I want to give y'all that update. This is the book that I'm reading, and then I'm going to go ahead and go over this book haul. So I do have one book from Amazon that has came in the mail, so I'm going to show you all that, and I'm going to show you all the books that I picked up from Barnes & Noble, and that will be the end of the vlog. So the first book I'm going to show you all from Amazon is actually, get excited because I know y'all going to be excited, is The Housemaid Secrets by Frida McFadden. As you all know, I just finished The Housemaid. Y'all know I rated that 5 stars, and I love that book. So I needed to go ahead and get The Housemaid Secrets because I heard that the 3rd Housemaid to the series is coming out next month in June. So if I can get through my entire TBR by the end of May, I'm going to try to squeeze this book in. I'm honestly not sure if I will, though. I just need to do a better job this month at like really making sure that I'm like spending more time reading and less time scrolling on my phone. But let's go ahead and get into the back of this one because I have no clue what it's about. So it says, is this something I should be reading? Okay, no, I think that's just a quote from the book. So we're going to skip that. And it says, it's hard to find an employer who doesn't ask too many questions about my past. So I thank my lucky stars that the Garretts miraculously give me a job cleaning their stunning penthouse with views across the city and preparing fancy meals in their shiny kitchen. I can work here for a while, stay quiet until I get what I want. It's almost perfect, but I still haven't met Mrs. Garrett or seen inside the guest bedroom. I'm sure I hear her crying. I notice spots of blood around the neck of her white nightgowns when I'm doing laundry. And one day I can't help but knock on the door. When it gently swings open, what I see inside changes everything. That's when I make a promise. After all, I've done this before. I can protect Mrs. Garrett while keeping my own secrets locked up safe. Douglas Garrett has done wrong. He is going to pay. It's simply a question of how far I'm willing to go. So I did hear from someone that The Housemaid Secret is totally different from The Housemaid as far as in like characters wise. And the storyline, but the storyline does sound a little bit similar, but who knows. I'm not going to like dive in too much on Goodreads or on TikTok or anything. I kind of want to go into this blind just to kind of see what happens. So this is the first book of the book haul. The second book of the book haul is, now we're going to get into the Barnes & Noble haul today. I definitely plan on picking up maybe 1 or 2 books, and I definitely picked up more than that, but that's all right. So the first book that I picked up was King of Wrath by Anna Huang. I know I love the Twisted series, absolutely loved it. And it was actually recommended by you all for me to get into this book here. And when I read the back of the book in Barnes & Noble, I was like, oh my God, I know I'm going to like it. Well, I hope I do. It definitely sounds like something I'm going to be obsessed with. So I'm going to read the back of it to you all in case you're interested. It says, ruthless, meticulous, arrogant. Billionaire CEO Dante Russo thrives on control, both personally and professionally. He never planned to marry until the threat of blackmail forces him into an engagement with a woman he barely knows. Vivian Lowell, Jewelry Harris, and daughter of his newest enemy. Or is it heir? Like heir, but heiress maybe? The wife he never wanted and the weakness he never saw coming. It doesn't matter how beautiful or charming she is. Dante will do everything in his power to destroy the blackmail and their betrothal. Betrothal? Sorry. There's only one problem. Now that he has her, he can't bring himself to let her go. Elegant, ambitious, well-mannered, Vivian Lowell is the perfect daughter, and her family's taken into the highest echelons of society. Marrying a blue-blooded Russo means opening doors that would otherwise remain closed to her new money parents. While the rude, elusive Dante isn't her idea of a dream partner, She agrees to the arranged marriage out of duty. Craving his touch was never part of the plan. Neither was the worst possible outcome, falling in love with her future husband. I love marriage arrangements, dating tropes like that. Like, what is this? Like, black men force him to an engagement with the woman he barely knows. Like, I love books like that. Like, marriage by like honor or by duty or by force, and they end up really falling in love with each other. Like, that trope gives me all the feels. So I'm excited to dive into this one. The third book that we have in this book haul is Brooklyn by Tracy Brown. I need to take the sticker off of it. Barnes & Noble, in my Barnes & Noble specifically, they have a section that you all saw about like black authors or black voices or something like that. And that whole little section was buy one, get 50% off. I said, what a way to support our black authors. Also, a lot of those books on there, like these two books I got, especially this one, the reviews on Goodreads are like, they're low ratings. Like, people barely have read these books yet. So I'm actually surprised that they have like these smaller indie authors or these smaller books that aren't yet like viral or have yet got a lot of traction to it in Barnes & Noble. Like, that is just simply amazing, and I was just so excited to support. So I definitely got two books from that section, but we'll start with this one. So this one is Brooklyn by Tracy Brown. This one says, Brooklyn Melody Jones has finally gotten the punishment she deserves after leaving a web of lies, heartache, and betrayal behind her. As her life slips away, Brooklyn remembers the events that shaped her into the cold, calculating creature she became. Brooklyn learned the art of hustling from her parents who used the church to get money. Idolizing her father and despising her mother, Brooklyn is determined to be the type of woman who makes her own rules. When her back's up against the wall, she sacrifices her family, takes the burnt offering that remains, and runs away. In New York City, young Brooklyn charms her way into the inner circle of hustlers, catching the eye of Hassan, one of the major players in the game. Breathlessly in love, he brings Brooklyn into his operation, where she earns his trust and his associates. With the keys to the kingdom in her hand and unfettered ambition burning her soul, Brooklyn takes everything, leaving promises of bitter retribution behind her. From DC to Maryland, Brooklyn burns bridges and breaks hearts. What she doesn't realize is that someone is prepared to end her reign of terror. As she faces her killer and fate, Brooklyn's stunned that justice comes from the least likely place. I'm trying to move a little fast because I'm running out of memory here. But the reviews I saw on this, although I didn't have much on Goodreads, they were like amazing reviews. So I'm very excited to get into this. I also never heard of anyone read this yet, so I'm excited that I found this one on my own. And then lastly for the book haul is Honey and Spice by Balu Babola. I hope I said that name right. I'm trying to be really quick. This one's kind of long. So Kiki Banjo has just made a huge mistake. As an expert in relationship evasion and the host of the popular student radio show Brown Sugar, she's made it her mission to ensure the women of the African Caribbean Society at Whitewell College in Southern England do not fall into the mess of situationships, players, and heartbreak. But when the queen of the unbothered kisses Malachi Cororty, the guy she publicly denounced as the wasteman of Whitewell, in front of every black Willian on campus, she finds her show on the brink. They're soon embroiled in a fake relationship to try and salvage their reputations and save their futures. Kiki has never surrendered her heart before, and a player like Malachi won't be the one to change that, no matter how charming he is or how electric their connection feels. But surprisingly entertaining study sessions and intimate late-night talks at old-fashioned diners force Kiki to look beyond her own presumptions. Is she ready to open up herself to something deeper? So this was actually really good as well. This one was buy one, get one 50% off at Barnes & Noble. That whole section was. So one of these books ended up being like $9. Yes. So they ended up giving me Brooklyn for $9. Honey and Spice, this was $18.99, and King of Wrath was $17.99, so my total was $48.74. But these are all the books that I got for the book haul today. So we have The Housemaid's Secrets, The King of Wrath, Brooklyn, and Honey and Spice. So excited to dive more into different type of black authors and different type of black books. As you all know, on my Instagram, I do a series or I do something on Instagram called Black Author Fridays, and although I'm not as consistent with that every Friday, it's simply just because I don't have enough Black authors in my catalog to diversify what I do for that. So I'm excited to add more to my collection and add more for Black Author Fridays. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this vlog. I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Next Wednesday's vlog is going to be such a freaking fun vlog. I'm already in the middle of filming it, so cross fingers everything goes well with that. Not sure what Sunday's video is going to be yet, so we'll just have to see. But again, thank you all as always for watching my videos. I love you all so much. Keep staying tuned because you never know when I'm going to host another giveaway on this channel. So anyways, I love y'all so much, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye.
I've been down in the road.